So we have a laundry room on property. This laundry room you see here, we've got some washers and dryers, and you can see that we've got a water leak somewhere going on, and then we have some units that are unplugged. So that's a concern. You want to see, where's that water coming from? Is it just, a matter of maybe a loose, pipe or fitting not being connected all the way? But it's definitely a concern. Turning the corner here, you can see where the dryer ventilation comes into this closet. This is a fire hazard. You want to make sure that this is getting cleaned up as soon as possible and that the dryer vents actually have somewhere to go to. So the buildup of lint in this closet could catch fire and is a very serious problem. So you want to make sure that the dryer ventilation is looking good. Inspect your laundry rooms, look at your machines, making sure that you do not have cords or outlets exposed to the water. It's also a good idea to make sure that you've got GFCIs in your laundry rooms. They are required. This laundry room does not have any, so that is something that we will be installing for the safety of the machines, to prevent any kind of fires, and to make sure that our residents are staying safe when they're using the equipment. Sadie had the same idea I did. I'm not really sure if you could tell, but the walls are green. Yeah, I think there's a leak around here. You see the water on the floor? Yeah, all that water.
That's not good. It doesn't look good either. There's no GFIs.
There is not.
Water and electricity don't go well together.
So that needs to get redone.
GFIs for sure.
Uh-huh.
That needs a clean. Get all that lit.
Yeah.
And like behind the.
What is that?
That's dryer
the
lint.
Dryer lint, but it's all over the floor, all over the pipes.
It's not even hooked up though to the machine.
Mm.
Well,
Wash.
Wash. Yeah, their instructions.
Yeah,
even
wash.
on there.
I don't think they've been out here for a while.
you can use the fucking grill. No propane.
No. Not sure if it works, but we'll be able to test it out. Get some propane.
The cat's living in there.
Oh. The kitty. No, it's ants.
Ants?
They're down in there though, because they barely came to the top, but it is ants.
Siding's falling off.
Sadie, can you get a nail on that?
Sure. I just got
Oh, just come in here to the maintenance. It's the maintenance shop. Like, how are these not getting stolen?
I don't know. That's what I was
The ladders are expensive.
gonna ask. Ah, well, there's
Both
one.
corners.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen a trick where you just get a bowl of gasoline,
Oh,
put it
yeah.
under it,
Ooh.
I've seen that too.
it kills them all.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it what makes it, they don't have to get in the gas? Or
No,
they get in
I
it?
think it's the aroma.
Throughout the property, there is a multitude of trash. It not only is it an eyesore, but it doesn't look good, for your residents that are living on property. If you give across the image that maybe you're not, caring, and it doesn't bother you that you've got, trash maybe in the walkways or entryways to resident apartments, then it, just lets the resident know there might be other things that you don't care about. So you always want to keep the trash and the debris picked up around the property, around the grounds. Due to the excess trash, it's always a great idea just go ahead and bring in some of the bigger guns, the roll-off units. Go ahead and get those on property, get everything dumped into those, and then get those removed, and you can get the property cleaned up in no time. I think it took us a couple of weeks to get the majority of the trash emptied out here. I think we had 3 30-foot dumpsters that were brought out. So it was quite a bit of trash and quite a bit of cleanup on the property. But that's one thing that makes a big difference, and it's an easy change. You just clean up the property, get all the trash picked up. So that is one thing that is a concern, is just getting all of that taken care of as soon as possible.
Yeah, we need to get the guys to do the trash. Or where they're at on their make ready. There's so much trash.
Throughout the property, there is a multitude of excess cables. Some of them are sliced and no longer in use. Some of them are going from building to building. They're hanging down the side of the buildings. You just got a lot of extra cables. And those cables are usually connected to a lot of extra satellites. Old satellites not in use, cables not being in use. So not only is it a good idea to contact your provider that runs those cables and installs those cables and let them know that, hey, there's some cleanup that needs to be done. But some of the old satellites that aren't in use and those cables that are hanging down on the walls, it's easy cleanup. Easy cleanups. You can just go ahead and throw those into those dumpsters that you've brought out onto the property and get a lot of that cleaned up. You do not want the exposed wiring just hanging out off buildings. It gives something else for people to pull on. It's another eyesore, and it just makes the property look a little less clean. So it's always a good idea to go through, and any of those extra cables in those boxes or the cable lines running along the walls that have been cut and the extra satellites, go ahead and pull those out and just get it removed. Clean it up just a touch.
And this, Sadie, when you don't pay your bill, this is what happens. They cut your cables.
Oh, nice.
We need Spectrum to come and clean up their boxes. There's so many satellites. Oh, stuff.
Tell me why there's all the black smoke and no fridge.
There was a fire.
Yep, look.
Kitchen fire. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Smoke damage all the way up.
The whole thing.
All the way through.
I don't know what, something hit my throat. I can't, I just gotta breathe real quick. Damn it. One day I'm gonna have a stronger stomach. I didn't smell anything gross. Somebody's been in here changing the lock. It's a fire. It's everywhere. You have this, it's all the way,
It went all the way through.
It's all the way through. Damn.
I just put total remodel on this one.
100%.
I don't think there's too
No.
much we can add.
Mm-hmm.
We got this one.
That's what it smells like in there. Rodent, like a dead rodent.
Coming off. Trying to remember what buildings had the tarp on them.
I want to count how many window units I've seen so far.
A lot. But I bet you 36 don't work.
Look at all this trash. This is just disgusting.
Let's close that.
A lot of times when you're walking in the interior of the units that there is just a lack of cleaning or housekeeping, of some of the vacants, and sometimes they're occupied. Oftentimes there is growth that happens that creates, you know, distasteful smells and things of that nature. And one concern is you want to make sure that you're giving your residents and the neighboring units a great resident experience. And sometimes, you know, smells carry and odors carry from one unit to the other. So if you ever have, you know, complaints where, you know, the odors and smells, oftentimes it's a lack of housekeeping and a lack of cleanliness. So you'll see some of those examples here where we've got just for lack of better terms, you know, dirty units, even occupied, where, you know, you just got to mention to the residents that they're required to make sure that the interior of those units are maintained to a certain standard and that they're taking care of the interior structure just as much as we need them and want them to take care of, and the exterior as well. But some of those smells can carry, and in the vacant units, you also, if there's the strong smell and strong odor of neglect, then you often want to find out, is there a culprit. Where is it coming from? Is it, a mildew smell? Is there a water leak? Or is it a, pungent smell of maybe old food? Did the refrigerator get emptied? Is there power in that unit? If there's pet smells, you want to make sure that there's no pets still in the unit. We did come across the case where there was some animals left in a unit and the resident had moved out. And so you want to make sure that any animals left behind are taken care of. But the smells create a distasteful experience for the residents. And so you just want to make sure that you're talking to these residents and making sure that they're just taking care of their level of responsibility. And if it happens to be a vacant, that you get in there and clean those out so that the neighboring units aren't having to deal with those smells as well.
This is major what? Here I go, say there. Dang.
And they say it's empty?
Yes, they've all, yeah. Something came up through this bathtub. You see it, but it looks like it's drained back down, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a clog somewhere because you can see where the water came back.
Okay,
Is that termites?
step out.
I'm done. I'm done. Management.
You're also looking for water damage and roof leaks. On this asset, we came across several roof leaks. A lot of times they are near the windows, and a lot of residents, when you have AC units in the bathroom, a lot of residents believe that those units are then roof leaks, but they're not. A lot of those are the leaks coming from the AC units and the condensation. But always check around your windows. You can see here that there is, a window that's causing some damage, and you want to make sure that those roof leaks are taken care of and you're not causing further damage, because sometimes there's damage behind the walls that you can't see. In this example, you've got a bathroom where behind the toilet there's been a previous repair done, but you can notice near the top of the ceiling you've got some water damage, and that water is falling down behind that wall, behind that toilet. So the entire wall behind the toilet is soft. Those are things that you want to take care of because you're not real sure what's going on behind that wall. You can't see it, but you know something's happening. It's time to open up that wall and dig in and get that repair made. So roof leaks are very important. If you do not take care of them, the next storm that comes through, you're going to have further damage. So we've taken note of those and have the roofer come out and do this assessment and figure out, triage the priority roof leaks and then work your way down through those leaks that might not be that bad.
I'm pretty sure there's a leak somewhere. Still. Yeah, this right here, it's pretty soft over here. You can see it. So, not real sure if there's an active leak, but I would like to think there is because all this is separated off the wall now. So it's part of this whole rebuild. You can see this whole casing is coming off of the whole window, the whole thing. So it wouldn't take much to jiggle it out. Yeah, just minor repairs.
We've got a lot of AC issues. You'll be able to see some of these panels need to be replaced or some ACs not working. You'll see on this thermostat that it is very warm in the unit. They have it turned down to the low 50s, but we've moved that up. It's still not turning on. So we know we've got some AC units to repair. An additional concern on the AC units is in Texas or any other state with warm temperatures. If you do not get your ACs up and going, you will cause moisture to build in those units. And when moisture builds in those units, you sometimes have organic growth starting. So you will see some of that in some of the videos as well. But it's very, very important to get the ACs working on these units so that there is some kind of circulation to prevent, further damage and expensive damage at that.
Oh, y'all haven't been in the kitchen. Sadie?
foundation?
Yeah, because you're like, okay, inside the unit. I can see. We should have a scale of smells from 1 to 5 and then dare each other to go to the 5s. Right? I can't make it. Can you see from here?
Oh, God, this stinks so bad.
Oh, there's straight mildew and mold in here. You need mold remediation. Mo, get out. Get out. Look at the dining room floor. Get out. Don't breathe that in. This is a hard turn. This one's bad. Make a star.
It just needs everything done.
You have mold growing everywhere. You need remediation in that
You
one.
know what worries me? The people upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Are they breathing
You could
that
still
in?
smell it. You can still smell
Yeah.
it. Maintenance. It's gotta be right here. This is vacant. Oh yeah, you can see. You just see the trash right here.
I see a bunch of trash.
Well,
Oh. This one's the one with the balcony boarded up.
so it's vacant, but we just don't know what all it looks like in there.